A British woman was arrested at Paris train station with her heart medication. Her prescription was valid. Her doctor approved it. But she made one critical mistake with her documentation that cost her the entire trip and nearly landed her in jail. International train travel with prescription drugs has become a legal minefield. New regulations, stricter border controls, and updated documentation requirements mean one small oversight can turn your peaceful journey into a nightmare. Today we are covering 10 essential legal requirements every traveler needs to know. I have been tracking European railway regulations for over 8 years, interviewing border control officers and documenting real passenger cases. What I am about to share comes from official sources, legal experts, and unfortunately travelers who learned these rules the hard way. 1. Original prescription documentation required. You cannot simply carry pills in a generic container and expect border officials to accept your word. European Union regulations now require the original prescription bottle with your name, prescribing doctor information, and pharmacy details clearly visible. Many travelers make the fatal mistake of transferring pills to smaller containers or pill organizers to save space. This seemingly innocent act can result in confiscation of your medication and potential legal complications. Border control officers at major stations like Brussels, Paris, and Amsterdam are specifically trained to identify prescription fraud. They will check the prescription label against your passport, verify the prescribing doctor is licensed, and may even contact the pharmacy for verification. Keep your medications in original packaging, no matter how bulky it seems. 2. Controlled substance declaration forms. Certain prescription medications fall under controlled substance categories that require special declaration forms when crossing international borders by train. Pain medications containing opioids, anxiety medications like benzodiazepines, and attention deficit disorder medications are particularly scrutinized. The Schengen Agreement allows for medication transport, but each country maintains its own controlled substance list. What is legal in Germany might require additional documentation in France or Switzerland. Passengers traveling with medications like morphine, fentanyl patches, or high-dose anxiety medications must carry a medical certificate translated into the local language. This certificate must be issued within 30 days of travel and include specific dosage information, treatment duration, and medical necessity statements. Failure to declare these substances properly can result in drug trafficking charges. 3. Quantity limitations and personal use proof. European railway authorities strictly enforce quantity limitations for prescription medications during international travel. The general rule allows for a maximum 90-day supply of any prescription medication for personal use. However, this rule becomes complicated when traveling with multiple medications or high-dosage treatments. Border officials calculate personal use based on the prescribed daily dosage, not the number of pills. If you are carrying a 3-month supply of a medication that should last 6 months at your prescribed dose, you may face questions about drug distribution intentions. Smart travelers carry a letter from their physician explaining the medical necessity for larger quantities, especially for chronic conditions requiring dosage adjustments. This documentation should include your medical history, current treatment plan, and emergency contact information for your prescribing physician. Some medications have even stricter limits regardless of prescription. 4. Medical certificate translation requirements. When traveling through non-English speaking countries, your medical documentation must be translated by certified translators or official medical institutions. A handwritten note from your doctor in English will not suffice for French, German, or Italian border controls. Each country requires specific medical certificate formats that include standardized medical terminology and official stamps. The translation must be completed by a sworn translator recognized by the destination country legal system. This process can take several weeks and costs between 50 to 200 euros depending on the document complexity and target language. Many travelers discover this requirement only when questioned at border checkpoints, leading to significant delays or medication confiscation. Plan ahead and obtain certified translations at least 30 days before your departure date. 5. Refrigerated medication transport protocols. Insulin, certain cancer medications, and hormone treatments requiring refrigeration present unique challenges during international train travel. European railway companies are not legally required to provide refrigeration services for passenger medications, despite the medical necessity. Passengers must use approved medical-grade cooling systems that maintain specific temperature ranges throughout the journey. These cooling systems must be declared to trained personnel and may require additional security screening. The cooling packs used must be pharmaceutical grade, not standard ice packs that could freeze the medication and render it ineffective. Documentation proving the refrigeration requirement must accompany the medication, including specific temperature maintenance instructions. Trained conductors have the authority to inspect these cooling systems and may require temperature verification during border crossings. 6. Prescription verification systems. Modern European train systems now employ real-time prescription verification systems that can access international pharmaceutical databases during border crossings. These systems can instantly verify prescription authenticity, prescribing doctor credentials, and medication distribution patterns. Fake prescriptions or altered documentation are detected within minutes, resulting in immediate detention and potential criminal charges. The verification system also flags unusual prescription patterns, such as multiple prescriptions for the same medication from different doctors or prescriptions issued far from your residence. Passengers with legitimate complex medical needs should carry comprehensive medical records explaining their treatment history. The verification process may delay your journey by 30 to 60 minutes, particularly during peak travel periods when multiple passengers require screening. 7. Emergency medication access documentation. Travelers with life-threatening conditions requiring emergency medication access must carry specific emergency authorization documents. These documents allow emergency responders and trained medical personnel to administer medications without standard consent procedures. The documentation must include detailed allergy information, current medication interactions, and emergency contact details for your medical team. This information must be available in multiple languages and accessible even if you are unconscious or unable to communicate. Train systems across Europe now maintain emergency medication protocols, but they cannot act without proper documentation. Passengers with conditions like severe diabetes, heart disease, or epilepsy should wear medical alert bracelets and carry emergency medication authorizations. These documents must be updated annually and include recent medical evaluations. 8. Cross-border pharmacy restrictions. European Union regulations create complex situations when prescription medications run out during extended train travel across multiple countries. While the European Union allows some prescription recognition between member countries, each nation maintains specific restrictions on foreign prescriptions. A prescription issued in Spain may not be honored by a German pharmacy, even for identical medications. Emergency prescription services vary significantly between countries, with some requiring extensive medical documentation and others offering limited temporary supplies. Travelers on extended journeys should plan medication supplies carefully and research pharmacy regulations for each destination country. Some medications available over the counter in one country require prescriptions in another, creating unexpected complications. Carry contact information for international pharmacy services and your prescribing physician for emergency consultations. 9. Digital prescription storage requirements. Current European regulations require both physical and digital backup documentation for prescription medications during international train travel. Digital prescriptions must be stored in approved medical applications that maintain encryption standards and provide offline access. Simple photographs of prescriptions on your phone do not meet legal requirements and may be rejected by border officials. The digital storage system must include timestamps prescribing physician verification and pharmacy dispensing records. Cloud storage systems must comply with European Union data protection regulations and allow access even without internet connectivity. Border control officers may request to verify digital prescriptions through official pharmaceutical networks. Passengers should ensure their digital documentation includes all required elements and remains accessible throughout their journey, including backup power sources for electronic devices. 10. Customs declaration and import duties. Prescription medications may be subject to customs declarations and import duties when traveling between European Union countries and non-European Union destinations like Switzerland, Norway, or the United Kingdom. The customs value of prescription medications can exceed duty-free allowances, particularly for expensive specialty drugs or large quantities. Travelers must declare medications valued over specific thresholds, which vary by destination country but typically range from 100 to 500 euros. Customs officials may require proof of medical necessity and personal use to avoid commercial import duties. Some medications face complete import restrictions regardless of prescription status, particularly those containing substances banned in the destination country. Research customs regulations for each destination and carry receipts showing medication costs. Failure to properly declare valuable medications can result in seizure and significant financial penalties. These medication regulations change frequently, and what was acceptable last month might get you detained today. Border control officers receive updated instruction lists quarterly, and they show no mercy for ignorance. One documentation mistake could result in medication confiscation at a critical moment when you need it most. Do not gamble with your health by assuming old information is still valid. The consequences are too severe to risk. If this video helped you avoid a potential medication disaster, please hit that like button right now. Subscribe and ring the bell for more essential train travel safety tips that could literally save your life. Share this with anyone who travels with prescription medications. Drop a comment below about your own medication travel experiences. Your story could help other travelers stay safe and legal.